are playing right now. They know there's some weaknesses on Liquid today, and we'll see what happens here. Nitro with the CZ and no armor combo. Taco with the HG, not the smoke combo with his diffuse kits. 2 smokes, and most teams favor the B side. It doesn't look like NRG will. As we get into it now, could be the final map, and we might be saying goodbye to Liquid. We need to see more from them here.
Well, they'll start it off with a CZ for Nitro, smoke in hand, kit for Taco, 3 with armor. Going against 3 with armor and 2 with smokes. Ethan and Daps going to be the strategic leaders, I suppose you could say, in this operation. Certainly suggests to be at this point, given that they're working through short and they've got all 5 on that side of the map. Bomb included as it waits back by Monster and just watches out for the flank. But the fast rotations, the position that we saw from Nitro and Twist could certainly be a problem for them if they want to go direct to the site. That door opens behind them. It's going to be Monster, though. So even if that door opens, there's not really much on offer. And Daps has already spotted the fact that it has, so they'll get up over the ramp. This is a good play from NRG to avoid that water position and avoid that possibility, knowing that they were safe. And look how aggressive they go. All the way through Catwalk, push up, catch off stairs. Taco's cut out of it. Now they turn back because they're aware of the fact that door was open. Twist, he finds one, but Naf gets obliterated. Fugly's still fighting valiantly, and with great courage, as now they'll take over Heaven as well. This is a smoke, and there is a kit.
Brave.
But Nitro's not the one with it. It absolutely was brave. And Twist, good effort, gets 2. Has a chance in this still. He's going to tap the bomb, try and pull them out, but he needs an ace. Daps is low. He's got that as well. Knows they're up high, but he's pretty much got to get on it now. Full 10 seconds. He can't find the kit. He can't find the last player. It's going to be Fugly putting him down. 4 kills for both Fugly and Twist, but the round 2 NRG.
That got a little bit too close for comfort, but the headline is it will be NRG picking up the round. Fugly, aggressive play right towards Graffiti. He pointed it out, just balling his way through and hitting all the shots required. It looked like it was absolutely done. Then Twist comes in and finds a few kills. They're going to buy up in this second round as well. For Mass, for Twist, he gets extra cash compared to his teammates. They're going to scout CZs, and a lot of these second round force buys have been successful this week. We'll see what happens here as 3 rifles come out for NRG, a couple of Mac 10s as well. Needs to be very careful. The fact Twist got so many kills will be a warning sign that they might force buy here. Twist playing very aggressively towards the end of long. He has got backup in the form of a Legion. The Scout as well. He's playing towards a flower bed. We'll see who comes out on top first. There it is. Scout headshot delivered, and that's the bomb going down. Disappointing start here for NRG, but they do make up for it. Elige can't hit the second shot, but that one looked like it was dead on the head, but won't connect, and they'll recover the situation. NRG need to be a little bit more careful than that. Good shots from the Mac 10 though. Without the armor, you can see that's melts Elige down to 36 HP even at that range. So 4 and 4, back to looking promising here for NRG. Taco pushing towards a B bomb side. At least can confirm it's going to be an A side attack potentially here. We'll see how this transpires.
Circ to connector will rotate back around to the bathrooms. That's the, just to go back to the shadow conversation, the topic, that's the position you're talking about. Where, so if, I guess they're moving now. We'll get to, that's lovely. We'll get to that in a minute. I will showcase it. It's that doorway. Naf just absolutely removes Daps with a brilliant shot. Circ gets him back, and that'll force Elige further off toward the dumpster. Taco is on the flanks. He's at 75. He's trying to make pace as he runs desperately in that direction. And running will work if there's noise, and there certainly is. They've taken some shots out. Nitro, great play on Ethan, trying to slow them down further. Now Taco arrives. He's got a Mac 10. They're not really looking in this direction. He does get information to one of them, but they play it safe side. Safe side may not be safe enough as Cirque walks back out. Fugly is actually worse off in this situation with 48. However, he has an AK. Mac 10 going up against the full armor could be a bit more of an issue.
He knows Taco won't have a kid in this scenario. There's no way. So at this point, you can actually let him play the bomb, or just peek him straight up and take him down. That was the force buy from Team Liquid. So NRG is winning the round. That's fine. They know they've got the full eco up against them now, as it will be just $2,000 per player pretty much for Team Liquid, and they are starting to drown here. This is a difficult best of 3 for them. They're missing a couple of their big names, and now the map pick of NRG. They've lost a pistol in the follow-up force buy. They're going to buy up some PT-50s and Deagles here as well, expending a bit more cash. And they'll stack B, but looks things 4 players there.
Molotov goes down, some more water. Circ. John Tacos, Ethan follows up. Daps the same. Look to be 3-0 as the pistols can't do anything. Nitro will fall as well. A little extra money for Breezy. Puts that bomb down.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yep.
I'm doing my touchdown dance. No one can see it. Don't turn on the camera right now, producer Reese. I know I'm on to you. This is how you troll.
Org is out for Nitro. No AWP there. They spent a lot of money in that second round and got the Eagles in the third as well. So M4s, no kits available. They have got decent utility though, but this is what we'd call a bit of a bonus situation. In fact, you've got 3 Mac 10s here. Unfortunately for those Mac 10s, there's only one player without a helmet. That's Elise, so watch out for that. I dare say Liquid have a firm upper hand. If they lose this round, they are in a lot of trouble here. Quick towards long. You see these quick calls coming from Daps. Knows what he wants to do here. Knows the AWP potential is unlikely. So taking advantage of that long position. You only see CT presence there every now and then, not every round. So they'll make their way up slowly. Nitro has no idea. They're going to be right towards the end. He can jump up behind APC. There's always a chance the AK can blow your head off if you do it. He'll be holding up now. As long as a bit of an issue. Does he jump up? There's the jump, but does survive. Smokes himself out, but that actually removes vision as he repositions.
Does have an angle. Oh, it doesn't hit any of them. Unfortunately for him, the AUG just does not work in his hands, but Elish finds 3. Naf gets 1. Do the math. That's 4. Cirque's the last alive. He's up against Twist, Taco, and Naf. He'll get the bomb down at the very least. Spots out where Naf is, but that's exactly when Twist jumps through. He's looking a little more confident in this game as he finds his 5th kill and the first round for Team Liquid.
Cirque got 1 there in the 3 versus 1, so at least removes more cash from the CT coffers. You can see they've got plenty of money in reserve, so they'll get another 2.5k or so with the Las Vegas and the bomb going down. So they've got 6k per player. Cirque can bring his AWP out. That was not a buy from them. That was the Mac 10 saved over from the previous anti-eco. So Elige, he saves the day. Nitro found himself in a horrible situation. He did some damage, but 2 players on his screen should have got the kill. Luckily, Elige was there to pick up the pieces. Cirque AWP now. We know how deadly that is, especially on this map. For Mass out, for Naflight, lose this round, it's double eco. They need to convert this one and start building up some momentum here.
Nitro goes back around. This is the position. Okay, look, I'm trying to talk about something here, guys.
You talking about the shadow still?
Where the shadow shows up. Thank you. I guess that's probably Sliggy.
Yes, he's the only observer.
Makes sense. Work the poor guy to death.
He loves it. He wants to be the star.
Yeah, what about Jamie on Observer 2, Hank?
That's true. There is Observer 2. The main observer is only Sliggy.
Sliggy. I know what you did still, by the way. He knows what he did, Hank.
Yes, I know. I know as well.
Daps. Holding off. Oh, that's just lovely. Just a lovely flash.
Good stuff there. Nice assertive play from the CTs. Taking matters in their own hands, even more so now. Twist is feeling it. He's had enough of this. He's like, you know what? After that performance on Mirage, I'm turning it up. I'm going to show a lack of respect. I'm going to be pushing the smokes. I'm going to be finding the headshots as we hit the 30-second mark. So 5 on 3. This is a must-win round for Liquid, and making a very convincing case to do so far. Breezy taken down as well. Twist gets his 3rd. That's much more like it from the star player. And Cirque and Fugly might be out of options here. Might just have to save the AWP and AK with 20 seconds remaining.
Twist getting more aggressive again toward the monster tunnel. This fires out Cirque's backside of it. Certainly if he goes for more would be ready, but just sees his foot jump across. Knows now he's retreated to the confines of the site. Bomb still waiting outside of monster. 5 seconds. This is a save. And the AWP in the hands of Cirque, as well as the AK for Fugly, with the money they have, will be enough. They'll be able to buy out other weapons. But they're getting tight on the money as Liquid brings this to within 1 at 3-2.
4 AKs on the CT side. And Twist, you can see how effective he was with that one. How he pushes the smoke here. I love it, though. What a shot that is.
That's what we need.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need.
Already looking a million times better than he did on Mirage.
Yep, absolutely. When he gets in the zone like that, you know it's going to be trouble. So you're right. They will be able to have one more buy here with the saved AWP and AK-47. Won't be the best, but certainly won't be the worst. No AWP here for Liquid, so Cirque can still sink his teeth into the situation. We saw how effective on Mirage they were operating with just 2 weapons and then pistols. They have much more than that this time. As we get to round number 6, Liquid avoid the disaster, courtesy of Twists. Now Zeus. He's planning something. Something dastardly. You can see him getting ready for it. Made the call. The fist bump's starting to come out. They're starting to believe now.
Do it, sir. That is...
Oh my goodness.
Unintentional, but works out. Wasn't like they lined anything up. He just got it right. Imagine the op got a kill on that too. That would have been amazing.
Catches them crossing or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, this is the change from Liquid. They actually focused towards a connector, initially looking for that first kill, but no one there. It's actually looking like a B-side attack with 5 players from NRG here, waiting out the smoke initially. And I assume they commit at that point because you can see Twist is all the way in playground right now. He's pushed all the way up towards the T step. So that's so much intel. You can see the rotations coming through towards that B side of the map now. This is huge. Liquid have so much information here. They should be winning out this round, no problem. But the boost, it's there, and Ethan could shut this down. His aim not as crisp as usual there. A little bit of a miss, but still alive and kicking, but maybe not for long. Nitro looking sharp with Taco.
Play from now, doubling up, tripling up, in fact, and that's exactly what Liquid do in their totals, as we're tied on 3. It's still Twist that leads the way, actually, even with NAF. 3 kills from him there. He's only sitting on 5, but nonetheless, we're early on yet. Conversely, we're now out of weapons on the NRG side, so Liquid a chance to really extend here. They're showing up in this series, at least convincingly early on. 2 rounds away from victory on Mirage. They're trying to redeem themselves. Nade bounce from Elige, falls back. That nade doesn't do much. Does more than I would have thought from that range. That and the Molotov combined, which were thrown out to slow them down. Flash off, Elige gets forced off the angle further. And Nitro, this is one thing I've noticed with Liquid. They don't have anyone that, like Fur or like Rain, wants to play the connector to watch long as well. It almost seems like their long play is strictly due to anchor inside of the site, and then they play front of bathrooms, which it's fine. Stylistically, it works for them. It certainly is this round. They're up against pistols. But it just sometimes means that utility can push them back to the site a lot quicker than otherwise if you had someone like Rain or Fur playing that long position, playing the rocks, being able to dodge those flashes and having sort of 2 points to exit. So just keep that in mind. Or don't. It's up to you.
Well, it's money back in favor of NRG here. It's actually quite convincing from Liquid, looking much better than I thought they would after the Mirage performance and the fact they went down 3-0. That B-bomb side seems to be under lock and key. Nafly with the AWP now, so not Nitro. We'll see if he can use this in an effective manner. Towards B they go again, but remember, they were so slow on their B approach previously. The Twist actually got all the information. He's done it again. It's actually Elige this time is in the playground. They really need to shut this down. If they're going to send 5 players towards B, you need to execute within the first 15 seconds. They're waiting way too long. You'll see that coordination from Liquid again, making their way towards B. I'm really not liking this from NRG. It's just too telegraphed. There's always be 4 players waiting for you. In the B site now, they're just way too slow on their approach. Like, you can't really commit 5 players and wait, what, 35 seconds before you go in. Now there's just too much CT presence. They should be shut down, no problem here. This is actually quite messy from NRG, but they're pulling it back. Say all you want about the build-up, but they do hit the shots. Can't argue with that, as Nafly will be towards short. Actually gets the kill through the smoke. That's pretty unreal with a 5-7. And now Elige, he'll be taken down. Naf, I mean, he's got that 5-7. It's because he had the AWP on his back as well, and they book it towards the A side. Good call. Not the best approach, I have to say, from NRG. Way too slow with the commitment towards B. Allowed Liquid to get all that information, but that firepower speaks for itself.
Certainly does. Naf with the AWP trying to do what he can. But the bomb safe side box being planted. Naf now knows it is on A. Has a kit. Has a chance. Money certainly sufficient. Give it a go, boy. Old mate. How's that go?
Both are fine,
wants to walk closer. He's still not going to make noise. Wants to get there and be ready to fight, but realizing now too much time is probably expired, and op maybe worth it when their percentages drops below 50%. Maybe that's the cutoff point.
Well, the Molotov certainly dissuaded him as he'll fall back. I say the AWP, he could have gone for it. They got plenty of money, but he might as well have saved it.
Looking for exits. Smart. Oh.
Okay. All right. Still wants more.
Like good casting.
Yeah, that was great. Well, like
it was smart to rotate around knowing that they're going to exit that way.
Yeah, so it was still, like, even though he died, like, they still got 11k on 3 players, I think it was, so it's not a huge deal, really. But every dollar counts. Might have been better off saving. But either way, 4-4, NRG. Back on the board after giving 4 rounds in a row away. You see them setting up the smokes now. Their map pick, you expect them to have all the tricks of the trade ready to go. Decent nade at the start. Takes Fugly down to 52. I think that was 2 of them, to be fair. As they play inside that connector once again. This time, NRG not focusing on the B side of the map. They're actually going to have presence towards middle and the playground. Can they suss out the connector, though? That's where 2 players reside. It's going to be Elige and Nitro. One of which has the AWP looking towards Party, I believe. Indeed he is.
Liege, but turned out immediately by Breezy. So they don't get any information to the underpass. Nitro wants more of it, but he's locked in. By way of flames, they have backed off. In fact, Breezy's going to rotate all the way out toward long. Cirque's got the shot on Taco. Serves himself back. Wants the position at short pipe faster.
That's such a dirty position at the party area. Looking towards connector. You can see bathrooms as well. See, like, it's very difficult to spot him. He's crouched behind the picnic bench there. 45 seconds, though. 4 on 3. Trying to bleed out some of that CT utility. The AWP's still up for Nitro. I think that was in the connector originally. I think it is still there right now. As Fugly holds his position. Indeed he is. Twist pushing off short. So now they're being very good at getting information on this map, Liquid. They've been making calculated pushes and backstabbing NRG, making things problematic for them as the T's commit towards long. 3 players there. It's just going to be Fugly who holds the bathrooms and indeed middle. 1 player a day. That's Snaf. He has got incendiaries and smokes here. Smoke, very, very well placed. Incendiary could be even better here. If he can deny the default plant, that could be everything. As they push through the smoke, they will get a plant out of this, as Nafly can't really do much at all, but often go for some wall bangs. So they've got a firm advantage here, NRG, and a bit of utility left over as well. HE in a smoke, as Naf has taken another 23, surely dropped at this point. Breezy will take care of that. And here we go, Nitro and Twist doing what they can, but that kill had to connect the really stand a chance. At this point, I think it's a self-preservation and getting the hell out of there. And will be Nitro and Twist to give it up. They do have another buy in the bag, especially if both of these save their weapons.
And that's exactly what they'll do. Slow pace to start this off. Overpass certainly still seems to be one of the maps that everyone takes their time on. It's a map that I personally hate playing, but at a pro level, when teams actually take the time to learn it, because you have to learn it as a team, just based on timings and positionings, it offers a lot of creativity, and I think some of the games we've seen on it have been some of the best ever in CSGO.
Yeah, we have had some epic moments. Just like when it first came on the scene, when people were discovering the boosts and stuff like that, right? We had so many iconic moments like the Na'Vi Luminosity games back in the day when we first saw the triple boost and all that sort of thing. It was fantastic. This wasn't a CS map in 1.6 All-Stars, so it was an open playing field for everyone that got into CSGO. So we saw some very innovative stuff come forward, and it's great to see it being like a mainstay. It doesn't get too much criticism. It's a solid map. Everyone seems to enjoy it. It's a lot more tactical than others. And yeah, you don't see so many like rushes on this map because the choke points are either so open or so tight, it doesn't really allow you to do that because there's no real point of access. You rush B through Monster, you're going to get naded to oblivion, right? So it's difficult to really justify those sort of calls. You do have to be very default and have great executions and know the smokes and Molotovs and have great teamwork and timings, and along with a fantastic sniper as well.
We'll get back underway. NRG versus Liquid. Twist. He'll head over toward B via the window. And Cirque is heading in that direction. Big bad Cirque. Nitro's not going to peek Monster. He's actually going to hold his AWP inside of B, which is not common, or as common anymore, I should say. There used to be a time when teams by default would run an AWP in B trying to get to Monster Tunnel. Now it's usually default A, which makes a little more sense. But Nitro playing a close angle hasn't even looked toward Monster, and no one will. Cirque's still patiently waiting for the opportunity to get a shot through it. Oh, speaking of boosts. Cirque, if he walks down those stairs, is a goner. They just have to make sure they cover the door because the door is about to be open. He jumps, no one's spotted, and they'll back off of it. So he just wanted the information, realizing a shot wasn't available.
You know you're very exposed from the connector there as well. Even though you're boosted player
I was going to say, this window and they counter boost, that would have been him dead right there. Boom, done. And that's probably wise that they backed off.
This shows you what we were talking about just there. There's so many options, and this is the shadow map I was talking about. Let's see if it comes into effect. Dabs is being smart about it.
Yep, he played outside of the doorway.
Yeah, that was actually really well done. He actually comes out on top. There was a slight shadow. Elise definitely spotted it, but wasn't as indicative as it usually is. There we go. This could be a round in itself. Nafly's about to be pincered in. Players all around Taco as well. He'll have to fall back as Naf holds towards long at the flower bed, and it's up to Breezy to take him down. He hasn't heard him. He's silent. Executes him in the back of the head. Round over. CT's can't even justify going for this anymore.
No, and they're not. They're already backing away. Kind of cool that we cued the conversation of creativity, and then we saw 2 boosts immediately. One that's a little more common and one that wasn't. Not Taco tried to get information. Trying to use it to his benefit. It's all these small walls you can get above. I dare say there's more undiscovered boosts on this map. There's got to be something toward Monster that lets you see toward the window. I know there's still some out inside of bathrooms that will let you see down toward construction at times too. The thing is, they're so situational. You have to invest a lot into them at times. As the case with Taco's boost there, even though it was only a 2-man boost, it takes a 3rd man to get them both up on top of the sandbags.
Indeed. Yeah, you don't see it too often. I want to say Anders was the first one who brought that one to light.
The Taco one, the one they just did?
Yeah.
Yep, probably. Theory crafting. I mean, like I say, I'm sure there's more undiscovered boosts. You could go around this map and make up a million, but how many of them are actually viable, right?
And that was really cool, though. Well, 6-4, and we will have weapons saved for Liquid, so they're not out of it just yet. Their money's starting to deplete, though, as NRG find a few in a row here. There was a spell of 4 rounds for Liquid, but now Nitro back on the LVP. Remember, he's up against Cirque, who is one of the absolute deadliest snipers we have at this event. He'll be holding for any fountain pushes here. Ethan needs to be wary of the boosts as they come in now. Taco all behind the slimmer of the wooden boards. Ethan probably checks it, though. He is very efficient, great aimer as well. Doesn't want to walk in. There it is. He's just so good, this kid. Like, a lot of people, I think he's underrated in terms of how skillful he is. His mechanics are like ungodly.
Wow, that flash.
Speaking of which, Breezes are as well. Those are 2 hard-hitting players.
Full duration for Elige. Couldn't do anything. Defenseless, hoping that no one was going to walk in that direction.
Like, this might be a weird thing to say, but when I played in this show match with Ethan on my team, right, I sat next to him and I just realized, like, you are unbelievable this game. Like, when you sit next to him and see him in real life, like, that's when I realized, like, this kid's going to be a monster in the future. And he's certainly living up to it as he gets another one. That's unbelievable. Great shots from Ethan, just single-handedly ripping them apart. It's 5-on-2 now. Twist and Nafly trying to stick together and maybe to save the weapons again as the B-bomb site is completely open.
Well, they're going to walk into that and discover it. This will be a 7th round now for NRG. So what NRG Liquid had seems to be depleted because the 4 rounds in a row have gone now the other way. It's going to be another save for Liquid. Trying to keep themselves in contention. They may not get away with all these guns. Actually, I take that back. Breezy's the only one here, so there's no trade potential. He goes down. AK grabbed for Naf. Smokes himself off, and that should pretty much do it. They'll try to get down long in time. They may just get to Twist. Oh, they certainly will with the bomb at this duration. Whether or not they elect to go that far or not is up to them. Hit the op shot.
Yeah, he's got
Oh! I thought he missed it because he almost reacted differently.
Ooh, he hit that one too.
That's impressive that he did.
Then you want to get that all by his hands. It's probably worth the sacrifice if they can get it in a trade. There's one. That will do.
Sprayed him down through the wood.
Oh, it's the AWP as well.
Yep.
So he does drop it, and they don't recover. Naf keeps the AK. If they save the AWP, they've got a decent buy here. There is still 7k on Nitro. That shot from Ethan, you can just feel it coming as well. This guy's aim is brutal. So precise and aggressive. I love it. 7-4. They will force buy into it, though. Liquid start to be desperate for rounds at this point. MP5s for masses. The Nitro AWP hasn't exactly been world-class today. It certainly can be on his day. It's always been a big talking point about his team. When they're all on, it looks great. But if they're struggling, it seems like it's a hole in their game sometimes. And they have to mix it up and give it to Twist or Naf and just kind of see who will hit the shots. Naf takes a nade to the face. Makes him quite squishy now to those AKs, and Fugly hasn't been missing many today. This time, though, takes Naf down to 12. Cirque, unfortunately, doesn't have the rifle, can't trade him out, but he's just getting the pistol out, and that cost him his life. Maybe a little bit too audacious there.
It's Taco. Good trade from Twist, sliding back out. 5 kill. This is just Ethan and Breezy trying to go against this now, and Twist is going to upgrade onto a rifle. He's got the FAMAS to work with. Good guess from Ethan, but Elise comes back around to get the shot onto him, and it's just Breeze remaining. He's got bomb. He's heading toward A. There's no need for a rotation. There's still 2 players over here. Nitro and Naf were not required at B. Naf's low. Oh, did he spot him? He didn't spot him at the dumpster, and Nitro gets the shot in return. If he had gotten Nitro first, the low HP on Naf, maybe he gets a plant off that, but played it pretty well on Liquid's side.
Well, there we go. Liquid finally break the streak. It was 4 rounds in a row for NRG.
I just want to note, though, during those 4 rounds, look at how many of them were bomb detonations. All 4, meaning there was guns saved every time.
So they do have enough to get all the utility out. They've got 5 rifles, one of which is the FAMAS, to be fair. Nitro's still on that orb. Still, if you lose this round, you're in a very difficult situation. They'll need to save at least 2 weapons to have another buy if they lose this one. Smoke's down. Faster set piece here. Doesn't matter though. Nitro looking like he's finding his form. Nice aggressive push. Takes down one of the danger men. That's going to be Ethan. Taken out of the question. 5 and 4. And they'll fall back. Smartly as well. CTs have the advantage. They don't need to be in no man's land at this point. Good grenade on the follow-up as well. That will slow him down.
He's still waiting. Goes deep, don't force the bank stairs. Or does Nitro back down them. Fugly's got a leash. Nitro elects to be patient. Fortunately, that left his teammate for dead as Nap swings back in. Smoke still down toward the truck, wants position. Twist getting in the corner. Are they going to go for the boost? The fence? Chance they could. Be the right time to do it because they're still at the mouth of the side. Breezy just walks around, destroys Nap. Twist was put up, and they do get one from it as Fugly, excuse me, has to go back out toward the bomb, and it's Daps that still waits with him, but he's not quite in contention as he just arrived from the bathrooms now. So Fugly's on his own, fighting in the site, and Twist has other ideas. His 12th kill of the game. And it looks like the 6th round for Liquid because Daps has very little to work with 25 seconds to go.
Absolutely right. Daps, as you mentioned the pre-game, not one of those players you expect to win in the 1-on-3 against Liquid, but he'll certainly give it his best efforts. But 10 seconds remaining now. He looks like he's out of luck. He'll be able to grab the bomb, but surely not much else. Nitro will take him down. And there is one more buy available here for NRG as we enter round number 14. Liquid, though, making a convincing case to get back into this series now. It's Inferno to close things out with required. It's the CT-sided map. That was a hell of a shot from Breezy. Oh, my goodness. Twisto, great work with the FAMAS. Gets the double kill. This one secured the round after he took down Fugly. Nitro from the bank. Seal the deal. Fugly's still got 3k, and he didn't drop an AK for them. And, well, Daps is gone. That was a boost towards shore. That's great. Nice creative play there from the CTs. The double orb set up now. This is the Liquid we've been missing all series. Looking like they've got some confidence. As Naf, they've got another kill here. Not quite. Nice idea. Didn't mind that approach at all, but just couldn't quite hit the shot. Taka's been so good at these flanks. We'll see if we can do it again. Leash holding towards the fountain with the AUG.
So Liquid turned their fortunes just as it looked to slip away. Breezy will run back down. Taco is waiting. That's too easy. Ooh! Didn't know that Ethan had slipped back out there, had he, though? That was potentially 2 kills easily. Now they've got problems. Nitro, why are you switching guns at that point in time? Get the shot ready. Fugly, I say Liquid pulls it back, and now they're just giving the round away. Taco had perfect positioning, and this just absolutely fell apart.
My God.
That is poor. As Elige has to work back through, Fugly's got position on him, and a headshot comes in. Clean. Fugly's got 3 in the round, and it's NRG on their 8th.
They absolutely have got that. And that was a weird round. The double orb set up on the T side. It was Ethan having to use the PZ-50 to get kills. Lovely shot there from Fugly to crack open that side. Even spins around to find his 3rd as well. Great round from him. Great series.
Yeah, he's looked excellent.
So Daps will be taking an orb towards B just to kind of hold in position and have an AK behind him. He's going to juggle that over. 2 pistols here and the orb. Nitro's capable of winning these rounds single-handedly. Good grenade to push Cirque back. There is a CT encroaching on his position as well. This is actually looking quite deadly. Cirque doesn't have to commit to this. Why he pushes through without any backup, I couldn't tell you. Sometimes he is reckless. Will Breezy get the response? He might not do here, and luckily he will. And there it is. This is actually clumsy from NRG, just overcommitting and pushing smokes when they don't have to. They know they have a firm advantage in terms of the finances. Just play that advantage. Wait till you're together. Use the default. Wait out the smokes. You don't have to push through with an AWP through a smoke at T-steps. Like, it's never really going to work out for you. You have no information what's on the other side. No one's flashing you through. It's just a bit of a nightmare here. But that's not Ethan again with that brutal AK-47 of his.
Yep. Fugly goes for the plant as a result of that. He has looked so sharp. 1 bullet
Like, all the boosts, he's finding them.
Yeah, it's true. The jump, we saw that board shot, the boost now at the bottom side of the stairs. Molotov is well placed because they haven't actually elected to walk out from there yet, and that means they're actually cut off. Naf's got to go. Twist can't. Naf drops into water. Daps knows he's up close. He's a shadow and takes him down.
There it is. The shadow rears his ugly head again. And Daps wants to finish things off in style. Great positioning. He knows he's got the advantage there. Nothing Nitro can do. It is going to be 9-6 as the bomb. A little bit too far gone, and 3 players are alive. Great half from NRG. Liquid did have some sort of a resurgence there. They had 4 great rounds. A couple of good ones towards the end as well. Like I said, it looked like that's the Liquid we know and love. They're going for aggressive plays. We saw Twist pushing off short, boots with the AWP, and that's Ethan, though. That precision with the AK. I dare say he's got one of the best aims in North America right now. Like, ungodly at times. As we'll see an advantage now for NRG, their home map. They're on the CT side now. This is their game to lose map. A little bit of funky music.
Yeah, came in just as your negative point.
Yeah, exactly. Fun music, just to change the tone.
Yeah. How to cancel NRG at parties. Well, pistol's underway already. We're not wasting any time. Ethan goes to Monster. He's got the USP in hand. Naf, unsighted, will jump across. And it's Taco that sits up in the corner. Elise first in.
Are they boosting again? CTs, they are. Ethan, we saw how good the aim was before. We get a taste of his own medicine this time. 95 damage done. And they'll boost again, by the looks of things. CTs are there. Oh, how is he doing this on 5 HP? He's got boosted again. He might as well be the one boosted because he's got no HP. They have to headshot him.
I guess you're right. Yeah, headshot's a headshot at that point. And as the distance closes, I thought he would swap out and go as the booster rather than the booster.
But it makes sense.
Gets 2. His aim's there. Why not put him up? Breezy tagged again to 22, but Ethan's got Nitro. He's got Taco. He's got 4 kills with 5 HP. If he gets 5 on 5, is that an ace? It's an ace of an ace. I'm not sure. It's not going to happen. They get the defuse. That's a stupendous round by him.
He's a god. That aim of his, no wonder that. So you break it down. I was thinking the same thing, and I think about it. He's got 5 HP. If you send him out in the open, he's going to go down. But you keep him in that position with his aim, he'll outduel everyone still, regardless of the HP. And you saw what he did there. Oh, disgusting work. As we go 10-6, and it is an eco for Liquid. They'll be buying up next round. What a play.
Nade is deep enough that it will destroy Twist. Ooh. 91 damage on Twist. Cirque has bombed down, you're right, and takes down Nitro and Elysian doing so. Twist literally swallowed that nade. Spoon-fed his dinner like a baby. As Naf gets removed by Fugly at the end. Fugly showing off his aim. And we go 11-6 NRG. They'll play up against North to decide who goes to the playoffs.
It was Liquid they were looking for revenge.
Revenge, redemption,
yeah,
all of the above.
Well, NRG, they've impressed me. This is an NRG that can make a deep run at this tournament. This is very impressive.
Winners of IEM Shanghai this year.
Yes, that's true. That one kind of slipped under the radar, didn't it?
It did. It was during the player break for the most part, so it was not really something everyone noted. But it is Naf that's going to wait at the bottom of the ladder. Ethan and Breezy will push out for NRG and look for the information. They've got guns on the Liquid side this time, so that's why they're going to get aggressive, try and get in their face. Shut it down. It's the Krieg for Elise, just to note.
This is where the game might be decided. If Liquid can find this one, oh my goodness, Fugly almost had the double kill. Cirque spots one, but it doesn't matter. Ethan's there again. So clinical, and Cirque so fast as he takes down Twist. Taco, it's all down to him, really. Have to take down Ethan here. That's what they need as it goes to the 2-on-2. Bomb still in an awkward position, but Taco, signs of life in him yet. He's down to 11 HP, but that was a fantastic little sequence. What a treat we're being given in this particular matchup, because there's so much skill in the server right now. There's raw talent, locking horns. It's really fun to watch some of the shots that are being exchanged.
Interesting situation in that Taco actually already has the A site, but they can't get the bomb because it's being guarded by Cirque, who takes down Naf. So Taco's going, guys, I've done everything here, except we're missing one piece of the puzzle. And now as he goes back on 11 HP, all Cirque has to do is just sit and watch the stairs, and pistol kill.
It's about to say, sometimes he's a little bit too reckless. That from him was not really worth it, but nails it. Can't criticize that too much. He knew the player was low, has the pistol out, sticks the landing, and it will be 12-6. Liquid have taken eco with no bomb on that. Look how fast this dude is every time. So precise. And that's what you call a world-class AWP, and the analyst has said Liquid don't really have that as disposable. Like, and this guy Cirque, His rookie year is just looking unbelievably good, playing years above his experience.
Yeah, it's got to be.
How has he done that?
That's unreal that he just hit Liege running by. Absolutely impressive by Cirque, and I continue to reiterate, this is one of the best pickups probably in CSGO history because he really came out of nowhere.
Yeah, free transfer, right?
To North America. Yeah, there was no, I don't think there was any buyout or anything involved in that. Shows up in North America on a team at the time that wasn't doing that well and has been playing lights out. That is a lineup, and Fugly has 13 rounds for NRG. From
a business POV as well.
Brilliant.
If you're NRG right now, like you've
it's a cash cow.
That is a cash cow. You're absolutely right. You're not only going to build a fantastic team, if the time does come when he has to go, he's going to pay for the entire squad, I would say, in terms of the buyout that would be put on his head. And people will be willing to pay it as well. Exciting times for NRG. When they're looking this good, I dare say they can make it to the final of this tournament. And Liquid, so with the way they're looking right now, anything but. You can see they look so dejected. No one's really looking like they're that invested. Everyone looks kind of out of it, to be honest. It's all about energy and confidence in CS. You need to have that. You can't just let the negative vibes take over. Someone has to be the overwhelming force to get you out of this rut. That should be Zeus at this point, kind of like Zonic does, like rubbing the shoulders, making sure everyone's okay, taking the time out, maybe just focusing on the mental aspect instead of the strategy and making sure everyone's head's in the game. It seems like if Liquid are losing, they find it very difficult to get out of those holes.
Let's see what they can respond with this time. Similar buy as the last gun round with the Liege again on the Krieg. Cirque, Fugly already sitting at Park. Fugly that wants to respond to the information. Cirque sits further back given the smoke positioning with the op. Normally we used to see that player go to the bench, try and shoot over with it. Bit of a different setup.
Oh, they're boosting here. This actually might work out.
Yep. Oh, it works out for Liege. I didn't think he was actually ready for that because he just jumped up on the railing. I thought he was going to get caught out. It's a great play. Gives them a chance. Further damage onto Breezy and Daps as well with nades. So they're in a good position, Liquid, if they can just capitalize and control. Defensive utility. They've got 2 incendiaries, 3 incendiaries, excuse me, and 1 smoke. I was going to say 2-2, but Daps has an incendiary as well. So, got a bit to work with. If they can slow them off at all, and they want to contact play.
Oh,
they don't want to bleed anything out in return. They don't want to put down utility and have it returned against them. And contact, Breeze boosted, forced off of it already. Now they'll get the smokes out. Now they'll deploy the defensive positioning as they go for the bomb plant once they have the information. And Naf has Cirque. That's another kill for Liquid and should be the round.
Yeah, they're going to just fall back here. Their money's not actually as good as you think it would be with 4 rounds under the belt. They've all been quite close, and Liquid finally pull one back here. Fugly, I'm not sure he spotted the player there towards the connector door. Some footsteps around him. So that's going to be a kill for Fugly. Another $300 in the bag. They're going to need every dollar they can get at this point. Maybe even get an AK out of this. As they head to T-spawn here. Taco 9 HP, doesn't want to give anything else up.
So 13-7. 20 rounds done.
Still very quiet over there, no fist bumps. Just, I know that's a really trivial observation, but it's just like no one's really celebrating the fact they won the round. And
yeah, there's something going on there, isn't there?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like that's a very positive environment. But either way,
they're all relatively quiet people. Like
no, that's definitely true. Like I'm kind of putting my own personality in there. What I'd be doing, I guess that's not everyone, but still, yeah. You want it to be positive to be there, right? He's going to nail this shot. Elise just offers himself up on the plate there. Great positioning. Fugly was there to be baited in. He doesn't even have to do anything. Money a little bit weaker. As you can see, the FAMAS coming out. Fugly doesn't necessarily have to make this play, but I respect the commitment. And Taco, he's so good at finding these kills usually. We actually seen him plenty of times walking to B and decimate opponents, but not to be this time. And this is actually a pretty desperate round. Could we bring the money up, please, in this build-up and see where they're at? This will be a bit of a reset as well. You can see they are going to struggle if the bomb doesn't go down and all 5 players are dropped. But same story for NRG. They lose this somehow in a 5-on-3. Liquid are right back in this. It's going to be a massive if, though, if they can pull this round back.
Breezy and Ethan Daps as well, all inside of the B side. Daps ready to flash behind Breezy when they run in. So we'll have to look away from that, and hopefully we'll get the benefit of it. Flash early, so to the peak. But Ethan, the second one in, is the one with the kills. Spots out a third player in the form of Naf, trying to also go toward Monster, but why bother? Bomb's already down inside of it. Throw the Molotov. Forget the play. Smoke as well for Naf, and he's left in a 1-on-4 and is found. Fugly sneaking in. It's 14 rounds, and Liquid after one gets reset. That is a full reset as well because it was the start of the half, so that's 5 rounds. That just gets thrown out.
They do have a buy, though. You can see it's only Twist that's really feeling the pain. He's got 2.5k. They'll still have AKs here, but knocking on the door of series point and knocking Liquid out of the tournament in group stages here. NRG will be riled up. They'll be ready to...
It means Liquid don't want to map at this entire event.
That's true. That's quite a scary prospect, isn't it?
Very scary.
They're just going to straight up rush this through the flames. They are. They don't take too much damage for it. They're just rushing B, looks at things, and they go. Might have some decent timing. Ethan caught out for once. It's up to Daps to pull it back. The B rush looking very effective here. It's up to Breezy, though, to shut them down. Surely he can't find another. This is looking like it's going to work out for Liquid. As Cirque arrives, though, holds the phone. He has got the M4. He takes down the low HP player. All of a sudden, it's a 2-on-2. Gets his AWP back out. He's ready to flick. That bomb has not been planted. It's right in the open. He can see it. What a position that is. They've got no utility to flush him out. This B rush is looking so successful until the Bulgarian beast turns up, and we'll see the flashbang set his teammate up, switches back to the M4. And now they've got smokes, incendiaries, and Cirque spots another. This could be it, looking for series point. Will it just be him? He doesn't want to fall back here. He really should. He's got the vision of the bomb, but drops on the site. Nitro looking to close things out. He's got 2 versus 1 situation up against him. Half HP, and it all comes down to this. He has got time to work with here, but they're encroaching on his position. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's done for now. The fact that they've got so close to him, he'll have no idea. Taken down. What a play from Cirque. That was over.
Exceptional. He got 4 kills. The presence of mind as well to go up,
yes.
M4, back to the op.
That was exceptional. That was really good. The fact he hits that shot as well, it's a straight-up wallbang, gets the M4 out, takes the low HP player down. It couldn't have been more perfect. And he catches his player off guard as well. Naf had no idea. And then he closes it out. What an absolute monster of a game he's having.
For what it's worth, Liquid will call it timeout with no money. Desperate times, desperate measures. They're going to have to throw a Hail Mary.
This is the camera I want to look at, see whether there's anything left in this team.
I see Zeus gesticulating behind. I can't see his mouth, but it looks like he was talking. Taco and Naf certainly are not. Elige looks like he's despondent.
I'm surprised Taco's like that. I thought he'd be with Zeus, like, kind of working with him, saying, nah, come on, guys, we can still do this, and all that sort of thing, but he looks mentally checked out, too. Well, understandably so at this point. You're 15-7 down. You haven't won a map in the tournament. You pretty much know you're going home at this point. They've got CZs, Deagles. I know the old saying is never give up, but sometimes you just know. And Ethan gets the first.
So NRG North looking the likely scenario for our final best of 3 of the day. Up next, the Astralis matchup. They'll take on Mouse Sports, who were victorious this morning. Fugly still spraying in toward the smoke. All 4 players from Liquid heading in this direction, trying to desperately overwhelm the A site and get a bomb down, maybe get lucky, get a few guns on it, and then pull the round off in what would be a miracle. Especially with Fugly burrowing back into the bathrooms. They'll have thought this was already clear. And here comes Naf straight into that exact scenario. Naf, Fugly, Cirque, all turning it around. And it's 16-7. Great play from NRG. Great game from NRG. Looking very composed. And you said it, Ethan as well. Absolutely dominant in this game. Didn't actually finish top frag. It was Fugly that